after decades of isolation, but they also exhibit a sense of owning and conquering the world.
Rapid growth in the past 40 years, China's achievement in space is one of them.
What's happening, guys, and welcome back to yet another great video on our channel. The United States has constantly proven itself to be the space giant. There are several privately funded companies in the country whose business is the world beyond ours. They've cemented the country as the kings of space. However, there is one country that is quickly catching up, and that is China. They're vying to become SpaceX and the United States' large space competitor. If you're new to SpaceX and China's space war, then you should have a look at how China is constantly copying SpaceX. Number 7, China's undeniable desire for power.
Miles or 1,600 kilometers. Tucked away in the part of the desert in the northwestern Chinese province of Gansu, a mock Mars base opened in 2019.
From trade battles to international infrastructure projects, the People's Republic of China has grown into a power to be reckoned with. One would even argue that they have an almost frantic desire to show themselves to the world. China's ambition for power is unmistakable, and this mindset has even pervaded its most recently discovered frontier space exploration. Number 6, mimicking Western nations' accomplishments in space.
As USA has become a trendsetter via NASA and SpaceX. A leading member of the space race, if you may call it, China has unveiled ambitious plans to cope up with the Westerners.
China has long revealed many ambitious goals that have intended to at least equal other nations foot for foot in the global space race alongside the United States, the European Union, Japan, and India. Now, in an odd turn of events, China appears to have taken a personal interest in emulating the achievements of Western nations in space. The result was a recent presentation that revealed a suborbital Earth-to-Earth rocket, and though many are working on the concept, China took the prize for creating a rocket that looks just like a SpaceX Starship model from 4 years ago. Number 5, China's competition, not such a terrible thing.
For all the credit we've given to the Chinese economy and the rapid growth in the past 40 years, China's achievement in space is one of them. China has become one of the most successful space powers in the world, together with the United States and Russia.
The United States has long made its desire to explore space, which is obvious to the rest of the world. China's competition, on the other hand, may not be such a terrible thing because more knowledge about the world beyond us will be made available to us on Earth, which will be more helpful and lead to many more discoveries in many scientific disciplines. The United States has long been concerned about the Eastern world's technical progress. Number 4, SpaceX's domination in the space race.
Can anyone dominate NASA? The same NASA that put the first American in space, same NASA that made every kid want to be an astronaut so they can go to the moon?
Elon Musk's aerospace company SpaceX has dominated the space race in recent years, with no other privately funded company even coming close to competing with the company's drive. This isn't surprising given that Musk is very vocal about his work ethic, but the Chinese government may be about to outwork him. Number 3, China's space agencies launched 34 missions.
3 astronauts are set to depart on the East Asian nation's first crewed mission in 5 years. They'll hitch a ride on board the Shenzhou 12 spaceship, ultimately docking at the Tiangong space station.
SpaceX sent 26 missions into space this year, whereas China's space agencies launched 34 last year, even though the United States' overall number of orbital launchers was 40 last year. Other privately financed businesses have been unable to match Musk's space endeavor. Blue Origin, which is controlled by multi-billionaire Jeff Bezos, Boeing United Launch Alliance, and OneWeb all claim to be able to equal SpaceX's production with little success. Number 2, the beta program for Starlink.
This slow. So hopefully Starlink is going to exceed this many times over. So as you can see, the box that I showed you.
SpaceX's space travel goals are threefold: launch the Starlink internet network, launch satellites for others, and transport people into low Earth orbit and beyond. Their satellite network, Starlink, was responsible for 14 of their 2020 rocket launches. They see these launches as an investment in their internet services. The beta program for Starlink the world's largest private satellite network is already underway, and the results appear to be meeting Musk's expectations. The U.S. Federal Communications Commission has hinted that they will give SpaceX $895 million in subsidiaries to help provide internet to rural areas around the world. Number 1. China claims to invent it all on its own.
Race, if you may call it, China has unveiled ambitious plans to cope up with the Westerners.
A concept film that was shown by the China Academy of Launch Vehicle Technology, or CALT, at the recent Chinese National Space Day in Nanjing featured a vertical liftoff rocket that looked almost identical to Elon Musk's headline-grabbing SpaceX Starship. From the gleaming stainless steel exterior to the smooth separation of the first and second phases, China most certainly claims to have invented it all on its own. But do let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think China is blatantly copycatting all of SpaceX's ideas, or do you think that they can actually give them a run for their money? Whatever your thoughts are, be sure to leave a like to this video to show us your support, and if you want more videos like this in the future, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel and have that bell icon pressed. Until next time, take care and goodbye.